Hey guys, do you want to see a movie featuring a serial killer, action hero, and a tough guy?
Kind of all the same thing, but yeah, yes.
If you do, Cobra from 1986, I think, is for you.
Action hero and tough guy. So if you're an action hero, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a tough guy.
I disagree.
No.
You seem like a tough guy to me.
He was.
And an action hero.
Yeah.
Like Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. Are we disagreeing or no?
I don't know, but he did the screenplay.
Yes.
Yes.
Cobra from 1986 is the movie that we did talk about. My name is Brian Leake. I'm talking from Eldon, Illinois. From Elk Grove Village is...
Brian.
Yeah, from Evanston, Illinois is...
Chris Lee.
I look like an asshole because I'm pointing one direction and you guys are not in those directions. So.
And I just realized that my dishwasher just started its drying cycle.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's on fire.
This way.
You've angered the dragon. Brandon, are you drinking?
Yes, I have Hillsboro's coffee K-cup with some very old Barton. I think I put too much very old Barton in.
Good.
But
It's Saturday.
It's shelter in place.
Where am I going? Nowhere. Well, Barton Town is where I'm going.
I switched it up. I am going with 18th Street Distillery, and I'm doing a barrel rested gin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Gin,
It's been a bit since I've had gin.
Look at me. What?
I said it's been a bit since I've had gin.
Yeah.
You don't like gin, right, Brandon?
I've only had it twice.
Listen.
In my life.
Okay. When's the last time you had gin?
It was 2003.
Okay. Aviation Gin, because I think so it's Ryan Reynolds' company. Yes, he's very attractive. I'm sure he's not the one making the gin, but
no, he is.
But I think he makes it with elderberries. I want to say it's really good. I was at Meijer and I was buying it, and the clerk's like, "There, where's this?" And I'm like, "It's pretty good. It's Ryan Reynolds' gin, and I think he makes it with elderberries." Like, okay, I've been looking at this. I'm like, you should buy it. So I feel like they should probably.
And then you're like, hey, have you heard about this 7 p.m. sitcom on NBC called Just Shoot Me?
Have you heard about the NBC mega hit?
When I drink gin, I throw up.
Well, what were you eating? Were you eating like beef eater or like?
I couldn't tell you. I remember the last time the guy, we were in a basement playing cards. We were drinking games. And it's like, oh, here's gin. And I'm like, okay. And gin, 10 minutes later, I throw up, come back and finish the game.
So how much of that gin did you drink?
A shot.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I've only had it twice in my life. Each time it's like a shot each. And it just, my stomach is like, hey, no, we don't want this.
Hey, let's get out of here, boys.
Yeah. Was that Dave Chappelle skit, I think?
Was it in a plastic bottle?
Probably. Yeah, because I was maybe 22, 23 at the time.
You're not drinking good. Tanqueray is good. Dude, Tanqueray Aviation. But dude, just put it with some I like that face. Yeah, just do it straight or just like with some soda water.
See, I will not buy it myself. Because I know to me, that's like, well, I just wasted $30 or however much it costs.
That's okay, I'll drink it.
Oh, well, then that's fine then. Yeah.
Brandon, do you recommend Cobra from 1986?
I recommend Cobra.
Thank you, Robot Brandon. I also, this is definitely not the first time that I've seen this.
Oh.
This is your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I've never seen Cobra.
Holy shit.
I didn't even know this existed. I didn't even know he did it. This was like a gem.
Yeah,
that I never knew about. I'm so like, this is like, I'd watch it later today. This was, yeah.
I'm jealous that this was your first time watching it.
Yeah.
I 100%.
No idea that he did anything like this.
Yeah. So the first time I actually saw this was actually pretty recently, like maybe a year or two ago.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, in that thing when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest movie ever. How have I not seen this?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was happy to rewatch it for the podcast.
Yeah, I think our buddy Koopa turned me on to this.
Yeah, it seems like you would enjoy this.
Yeah, right. I feel like this movie doesn't get the props that It should.
Yeah.
It's got a what, like a 5 point something on IMDb. Like it's
well, and I think on Metacritic it might be in like the 20s or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is like by the name of the movie kind of gives it away. It's just gonna be about a guy named Cobra taking care of business. That's really the movie, is him taking care of business.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much more to that. There's an awesome soundtrack.
Yes.
The soundtrack is fantastic. Oh, the montage. How many montages?
Okay. I'm sorry. Can I just say the montage where him and his partner are scouring the scummy city, all while Brigitte Nielsen is doing a photo shoot with robots.
I'm like, robots? I'm like, what's going on?
Dude, that is like, and the song that's playing in the background
is amazing.
Dude, Angel of the City by Robert Tepper. Robert Tepper also did No Easy Way Out from Rocky 4.
When was Rocky 4 made?
That's what I was trying to... I think
was
it's
Rocky 4 87?
I thought it was 85.
Yeah, okay.
Because they both have robots in them, so...
Right. They're probably...
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
I loved, in the beginning, it was like, call the Cobra.
Yeah, right. 1985.
Okay.
Good year.
Okay. So I guess the mid 80s, Stallone was all about robots.
And actually, holy shit, Brigitte Nielsen is also in Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they were married at this point or not.
They were together. I'm not sure if they were married.
I just like how the guy robbing the supermarket in the beginning just looks like a Chicago hipster.
He really,
and he couldn't keep his lower lip closed.
No. Oh man, it's a new time, man.
Oh yeah,
the new, like, okay,
new world or new order. New
order. I love 80s, like B80s movies, because it's always like a gang.
Right.
That like, is this how people really saw the world in the 80s?
Oh,
like, I really think that.
Death Wish 3, right?
Right. It was another of the gangs taking over the city. What are you going to do? Get an old guy to kill him.
What I don't understand in this movie is that there's multiple cutaways throughout the movie where it just shows the gang clinking axes together.
Yes. It was like the beginning. It was like a good, like, few minutes of that. I was like, is there going to be a thing after this? Because in the other ones, there's like a sacrifice or something. In this one, it just, no.
So in that whole supermarket scene, there's a couple things I want to dissect really quick. So first off, when the guy has the robber has the shotgun and he shoots the shopping cart, and the shopping cart seemingly like jumps for joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I would watch that movie also. But also, Christopher, I don't know if you remember this, but Browns County Market in Sycamore had that same Pepsi display.
Oh,
it looks like it's pouring into a cup. And that fascinated me as a child. I'm like, how is it? What is that? Like, what's that liquid? And like, where does it go? Why is that cup not overflowing? So I just I remember that quite distinctly. But also when those people in the freezer aisle, they're totally still.
What is that? This is like that freezer aisle came out of like a set from the Thriller music video.
Or like medieval times.
Yes.
It's just like all this fog everywhere.
Yeah, it was crazy because all he did was just shoot a bunch of produce and then he went to kill.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was the other thing that confused me was
weird.
Yeah, the bad guy when he comes in with a shotgun, like he just blasts a whole bunch of fruit. I was like, maybe he's just angry at like non-organic fruit or something.
Yeah, that was true. I figured he'd like just shoot the people like he was wanting to. Yeah, whatever. But I did like when he went, like when Stallone went in there and it was just like kind of was just like took care of business.
Right.
And I was pretty happy about that.
Well, yeah, because like you said, like they're like call a Cobra. And so Sylvester Stallone pulls up driving like a complete asshole with a license plate that says awesome 50. The bonus points there. But then the bad guy's like, he's like,
I'll blow this whole place up.
Go ahead. I don't shot her.
Yeah, I actually wrote that part down. Yeah, go down and shout. I was like, oh, that's the perfect line.
There's a lot of good one-liners in this movie.
Yeah. I really wanted one. Sorry to skip ahead, but I really at the end. He didn't like one like at the. I don't want to say what happened yet, but I was really hoping for a good one-liner at the end, and he really didn't give one.
No, he did.
I don't remember it then. So we'll talk about it once we get further into it.
I did have a couple issues, mainly when he heads back home. So whatever, his whole beef with like the whole Vatos, like not moving their car originally. And then
that was kind of funny. Where he just rips his shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that was kind of funny.
So I have a question about that scene because basically he like pushes that like lowrider out of the way.
Right.
He tears his shirt.
Yes.
And then he's wearing a wire underneath. Why?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
So I was is that like an informant who's trying to like bust the loan? I think that was an
oopsie because maybe that's like a lavalier mic so they could capture it because it's a pretty wide shot.
Yeah.
So wow. I didn't even notice that though.
Yeah, I saw like there was something on his chest. I saw like a small mic.
Yeah.
Like on it. And I was like, that's weird.
It's a lavalier mic, Brand. I told you.
Right, a small mic. I get it. Thank you. God, a lava lamp. Whatever.
He's heading up to his apartment, but he has the newspaper, puts it on the grill.
Yeah.
Which I didn't understand, but
he's like, I don't have charcoal, so I just grill with newspapers. Cobra, these burgers taste awful. I just use newspapers.
Does this taste like black ink to you?
Really inky. I like the ink flavor.
You can really taste the sports section.
I love the Dennis the Menace.
Family Circus, they're at it again. Loves his lasagna.
No, but my bigger issue is so he goes to the fridge to eat leftovers. Well, we'll get past the whole gun cleaning supplies in the egg carton. Who the fuck cuts a slice of pizza in that manner?
Because that one slice is a bit too much today. I think I'll just take the front little triangle of the one slice.
But yeah, he cuts it the horizontal way.
Yeah, that part was weird, but I was just happy to see someone else using scissors to cut their pizza.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
I've done scissors before too. Yeah, but taking that like front little triangle piece, I was like,
I mean, and that's
don't overindulge, buddy.
And he's super like health conscious diet wise for the rest of the movie. So like, why would he have pizza in the first place?
That part cracks me up. Yeah, because he's talking to his partner.
I think that's his cheat.
You think so? Well,
if you really think about it, if he's so health conscious and he's only taking a small amount of pizza, but if he did that, why did he get such a big pizza? Because if he's only taking that much amount, how
does it last me a week?
He just got to be like 3 weeks.
But he also drinks the beer at the supermarket too.
Well, it's his carbs. He only has his carbs. That's his carbs. That's it.
A Coors regular, which was labeled out.
A little bit later to when it's, the main killer. By the way, that guy that plays the main killer, super fucking ugly, but a really good looking bad guy. I mean,
he's like the perfect 80s bad guy.
Yes.
He like fits in like any kind of bad like 80s movie. He'd be perfect as the villain.
He played Shang Tsung, I think, in Mortal Kombat.
What?
Oh, I lied. He's Shao Kahn in the sequel to Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I heard that one. I think if I recall that one, doo-doo.
You're alive. Too bad you will die.
Yes, it is terrible.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, don't you?
Yeah. When they show the killer and then the lady that's very ugly with the fat face, that's part of the police force, but she's undercover.
Oh God.
I thought that was what's her face from Greece?
Frenchie? Or not Frenchie?
Yeah.
Rizzo.
I thought that was Rizzo.
That is not. That's what's her something Channing?
Channing Tatum. Channing, not Channing Tatum. Channing.
Harold
all
Channing?
I have in my head is Channing Tatum for some reason, but I looked it up. I looked up Greece. I looked this up. It's not her. Don't worry, it's not her.
I know.
I think it's because she had the perm.
Yes,
it was. That's all it is. Anyone who has a perm, Greece.
Kind of the fat face, yeah.
And the fat, yeah, the really huge fat face.
Big old fatso.
Yeah, huge fat.
Yeah.
I'm Rizzo.
But when they rammed their van into that lady, and she's like, "So sorry, dude, did I hit your car?"
Oh.
She's like, "How could you possibly hit me? Were you drinking?" And she's like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a very strange way to answer that question.
Yeah, that was weird.
The big snake.
I like how a gun shot can blow up cars in the movie too.
Go ahead. That happened a few times, right?
It did.
Yes.
But when Stallone like shoots the guys on the bikes, if he hits the bike,
that's a pretty good chase scene, though.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm like, this car chase scene is nuts. Like,
dude, I mean,
all about it.
It's like just the whole fact that he's standing up in the bed of a truck, just like shooting an Uzi. I'm like, okay, this is
and there's like 15 bikes like next to him, behind him. Like, this is great. Like it's like a video game almost. It was
better
great.
or worse than the chase sequence from Invasion USA with Chuck Norris hanging on.
I can appreciate the stunts that Chuck Norris did, but this chase scene was more. It kept me more engaged.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Agreed.
Brigitte Nielsen, the scummy manager guy, the photographer, when they're walking in the parking garage there, did either of you notice the scream that man let out?
Yeah. Like it wasn't like a
no. Dude, it's like a little bitch. It's like 27-24, I think is what it was. He's like,
I wanted Nerd Cop to get it so bad.
Oh yeah,
like punching the face throughout the entire movie. I did not like Nerd Cop.
Yeah.
He really grinded my gears.
He was so smug.
Very smug. But where was the chief from? The chief was in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he looked really familiar.
Super recognizable. More of a lot of like almost family type movies, like Hallmark style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what. Just about how he looked, he seemed like he'd be in those kind of movies.
Sylvester Stallone, Cobra, has some really good one-liners, but he has some really bad ones.
Do you know you have an attitude problem?
Yeah, but it's just a little one.
Yeah. And it took him like 10 seconds to walk away from that. It wasn't a great one, so I didn't need to last on it that long.
Was anyone else concerned with how much ketchup Brigitte Nielsen was putting on her fries?
Yes. Yeah. Like, I'm a fan of ketchup with fries, but that was...
So she, like, it's a little like restaurant style, like, squirt bottle of ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
She pours ketchup on her fries for 28 seconds straight.
That's way too much ketchup.
That's so gross.
Okay, question of the day.
Yes.
Do you think that's the way she prefers it? Or do you think they're like, hey, we want you to, this needs to be like your like silly quirk. We want you to do that.
I think it was written into the script and she was like, that's okay. I like that much ketchup on my fries. No,
I like that. That's a good answer. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go with that. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Wikipedia page actually afterwards and put that in.
It is a weird detail to add, and it doesn't go with the character or anything. So yeah, I don't know. Because Stallone even makes a comment like, "Oh, you're going to need a life preserver."
Right.
Yeah,
so I don't know why they added that in.
When it was the Night Slasher and Stallone. Remember the Night Slasher's like, you can't kill me, man. You got to take me in. He's like,
no, he said it to the ugly girl.
You're right. And then he just like shot right afterwards. He shot.
Right.
He's like, he didn't wait.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
Which I thought, because she was a pretty integral part of the plot. And I thought she would have had a more, her death was kind of like a throwaway to me. It seemed
really was. Like, I wasn't like, her coming back kind of surprised me. I didn't think that was going to happen. Right. So that was something, but then it was like, and he didn't even kill her. It was the Night Slasher that did it. So she's on Stallone's back, and Stallone's like fighting to get her off, and the Night Slasher shoots the shotgun and hits her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's when Stallone's like, "Oh, thanks, I needed that," and he goes and fights him again.
I get it; they're in like a factory and stuff, but yeah, that was so weird. They like Stallone puts him on a hook and then puts him in a very interesting furnace with flames and
Yeah, I don't know what the kind of factory it was because it was something that was needed to be heated because you could tell by when he went through that thing, it was specifically designed for like something flat to go through,
something human shape.
It's like the guy from Beetlejuice.
How do I look? There are no mirrors on this side.
Fine, you look fine.
Yeah?
Fine.
Thanks. I've been feeling a little flat.
I thought it was brutal. It was cool though. I liked how he kind of like lifts him up and like hooks him, and he like screamed for a good like 5-10 seconds. It was that was enjoyable. Best part for me was Gonzalez wanting gummy bears because they're awesome. Gummy bears are the best, and that just made my day.
So a question I had is, because at the very end, Gonzalez is in like a stretcher and he's like, I'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, the running gag was he doesn't eat healthy. That's the.
Yeah. But Gonzalez says, I'll miss the dance finals. What? Was there any mention of dance finals earlier?
I think he was trying to make a joke, but it didn't really hit because he didn't kind of say it jokey wise. You know what I mean? It's like, I hope. It's like, is it really that bad? He's like, I'll miss the dance finals, like sarcastically.
Yeah, all right.
I know, I get it because it didn't land because I remember listening to it. And he's like, and Stone's like, okay, yeah, because again, if Stallone would have like chuckled or something, that it would be like, he's making a joke, he's making a funny, sarcastic. But I
guess it would have been though even worse if he like just chuckled like.
I would have loved it because you would have done the Stallone chuckle. Yeah, but it's great.
It's a robot.
It's a robot, boy.
One part about the end that I liked was that, so obviously Cobra saves the day and the police chief or whatever, he's like, Cobra, thank you so much. How will we ever repay you? He's like, well, I would like my car replaced. And the chief was basically like, that's not happening.
that was pretty great.
He walks away.
That was pretty great. I really enjoyed that. And I'm so happy that Stallone punched an guy in the face.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, because that's when I wrote earlier when I was said like I hated him. Like, I'm like, he better get his comeuppance. Like, there needs to be like a closure of Stallone, like giving him the business. And he did. And I was very happy. I go to Old Country Buffet when I used to be able to go eat at places. And they have a thing of gummy bears. I like the desserts. I just get a plate of gummy bears.
Is there a spoon or a ladle, or do you just use your hands? And
I use my hands. You make your paw in there. Just,
So a few interesting things about this. Basically, a writer wrote a cop movie. I won't say which one yet. And Sylvester Stallone signed on. But then once Stallone signed on to that cop movie, he took away all the comedic bits and then replaced it with super gory action stuff. That movie was Beverly Hills Cop.
What?
So Stallone signed on to star in Beverly Hills Cop. And then he took all the comedy out, put in violent bits. And then the writer was like, this isn't the movie that I wrote. So Stallone left Beverly Hills Cop and made this movie.
So in this scene, I'm going to put a banana in the muffler, but it's actually C4.
That's... I'm super happy and fine with that because Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 3, I love them. 2's okay. But yeah, it's because I can't think Axel Foley not being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Oh, agree.
Like I just like anyone else just would not be able to do that. That is like I'm just, wow, that's awesome. That's a really great piece of trivia. That's really cool.
And then this is something that I actually looked into quite a bit with not much luck, but apparently there is, 30 to 40 extra minutes of scenes for this movie that was part of an X-rated cut. For violence. So yeah, I guess there was, like I said, like about a half hour of extra footage, and a lot of it was around the night slasher and stuff.
Interesting.
But basically Canon Group cut it down. They cut those 30 minutes out just so they can have more showings in a day to like boost their like ticket sales.
Okay.
So which is kind of ridiculous. But and that's the thing, according to IMDb, like you can find this longer version online, but I looked and you can't find it.
Okay.
So
yeah, because I was gonna say it's not a very gory movie. There's a lot of killing, but you don't really see.
Right. It's not gratuitous in any way.
Yeah, it's
Sylvester Stallone described the character as Bruce Springsteen with a badge.
That's fine. That's I'm okay with it.
Now that we have talked about Cobra, Brian, do you still recommend it?
Yes, 100%.
Brad, do you recommend a Cobra from 1986?
Yes, completely. It was like I said, I've never seen it, and it's was fantastic. I'm so happy.
Yeah. And
really, it was great.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. And I agree. I definitely recommend this. I think we're all kind of in agreement that it's surprisingly underrated.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
very.
Then I don't know if we ever mentioned it at the beginning, but how were your respective whiskeys and drinks of choice?
Gin.
Very good. Yeah. I'm really glad with the scotch I got. Like when going very good. Then Burial Barton is very tasty as well.
I feel like it's been like a month of Glengoyne.
It really has. I've been trying to make it last. A bit. So,
Chris, did you say the box office on this, or was there a box office? Or
the budget was $25 million. How do you think it did at the box office?
That's a lot. I don't think it did 25 million at the box office. Maybe like 15.
You think it lost 30
million. It made $30 million. Between 15 million and 30 million. That's what I guess.
Let's say 52 million, Bob.
Okay. Worldwide box office, 160 million.
Wow. That's awesome.
Fuck you, Bran.
It's fine. I'm just glad it did well.
Yeah.
You thought it lost 10 million.
I did think it lost, but I'm gladly surprised it didn't.
All right. Well, until next time, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Hey, Brian here. Thanks for checking out Nick Uncaged and Loose Cannon. Best way you can help other people find out about us is like, comment, share, and subscribe to the podcast.